12 minutes on the clock, and we are underway in the second half. The kick from Del City goes down to Midwest City. They're going to pick it up at around the 25, and on the return, it is number 2, I believe, from Midwest City. He's not going to get a lot of distance out of it. Jacob Reed there making the effort to get it back upfield.
Yeah, nice job there by Del City, because when he he let the ball hit the ground, which is obviously unbelievably dangerous for a kickoff because that's a live ball. He was able to pick it up off one bounce, and then when he made his first move, there was a huge hole coming right at us that I thought he might score, and Del City did a nice job closing that hole and getting just enough of a hold on him to where all his buddies could come clean up, and they knock him down at, looks like, around the 28-yard line. I think it's going to be the line of scrimmage.
Cool. All right. Got some football now. We're back at it. It's taken a while to get the teams up to the line. Del City's been standing on the field just waiting for them to break the huddle. But we've got the ball set now. 11:50 to go. And 1st and 10 for Midwest City. Looks like number 9, Preston Colbert's going to hand off to, I believe that's Anderson again. Let's make sure and get that number there. 28 is Aston Anderson. And a big run for him, Bobby. Yeah,
big run. Looks like it's going to be a little bit short, maybe a yard short of the first down, but we have a bomber out there that is injured. That is number 78, Anthony Wright, who was holding the area that's below the belly and a little above the knees as he was writhing in pain. So definitely don't want to speculate on what injury that could be, but I know it's painful.
Yeah, it looks like we've got a gathering of the bomber training staff there. They ran about 6 people on with pink shirts and water bottles, and it looked like about 3 of them are doing something, so the other 3 have retreated back to the sideline. They've gotten him up now, and he's sauntering.
Yep, he is sauntering. He is...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can tell by the limp there that poked something good.
His voice is about an octave higher than it was 5 seconds ago.
That's one of them sports hernias there.
Yeah, that's fancy name for that.
Looked like he'd been lifting tailgates over there at the parking lot. Hey. All right, let's see. Well, the ball, what do we got there on the...
2nd and 1 on the 38.
38-yard line.
It's a 9-yard gain on that initial play.
Not a bad run for him.
No, absolutely not.
And we've still got Preston Colbert in the game at quarterback. In the backfield now, number 3, Tasis Vick. I believe was he one of the ones we saw go off earlier? I think so. I think he left in pain earlier, but he's back on the field now, and he's got the ball out to the right side. He's going to try to turn that corner, but Del City there wrapping up and take him down. Number 7 for the Eagles, Cody Higgins, going to make that tackle.
Yeah, unfortunately for Del City, forward progress. He got the 2, so they're marking him at the 40. They're moving the sticks. That was a well-done play by Del City defensively, hitting him right at the point of impact, trying to knock him back. Just missed it by about a yard. He's going to get 2 yards on the play and a first down for the Bombers.
And one man in the backfield is Anderson, it looks like, behind Colbert. We've got 1 wide receiver close to us and 2 set out to the right side. Going to come here to our side. He's got a man open. He's going to be caught by Midwest City at about the 30 before he's brought down. Number 1, Juwan Walker with the big catch and reception. He's coming off. May have hit his head on the field. Number 5, Greg Wittenberg on the coverage and the tackle. But a big play there, Bobby.
Another great throw. I'm just amazed by this quarterback's accuracy. 33 yards on the pitch and catch, and Midwest City's back in business.
And they're on the ball again, throwing it back to the same corner on Wittenberg, trying him again. No flag on the play. Oh, there is a flag on the play. It came in late, and I don't know if Wittenberg got his head around when he was throwing his hand out there. The pass intended for number 5, DeClaudio Irvin, and that may be against the Eagles.
Referee runs to an open spot. It is pass interference. It is on the offense.
Wow.
I thought it might be. It looked like he shoved off just a little bit right before the ball got to him on the Del City defender. So I thought it might be against the Midwest City.
The interesting thing about that is how late the flag was thrown. Mm-hmm. Usually if it's offensive, they throw it immediately. And they did not on this case, but good call, Brad, as they get the offensive PI call. And so they're going to step this one off and be first down once again.
Takes them further away from the Red Line Jiu-Jitsu red zone. As they were knocking on the door on the 25, now they're going back.
Oh, way back. Ooh, gonna spot this at about the 42 there, Bobby?
The line to get is the 17. So you can do the math there. 42 minus 17 is a bunch.
25. All right, here we go. We've got a handoff to Anderson. He's going to try to get right, but it looks like number 55 for the Eagles. That is Victor Price in on the tackle. And either no gain or a loss there.
Yeah, it's a loss of 2 from the 42 all the way back to the 44. So Midwest City, if you're a Del City fan, you're enjoying this. If you're Midwest City, they are going the wrong direction, as now they still have to get to the 17, but they're all the way back on the 44-yard line. Second down, and I believe 27.
All right, 21-6, Bombers lead. They've got the ball, second and 29, 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Preston Colbert in at quarterback. Anderson behind him in the backfield. One wide receiver way out to the right and one to the left. He's going to come to the near side over Wittenberg again. It's caught by number 5, and they're going to wave it off.
They waved it off. He's out of bounds, and there's another flag. This one might be offensive too, as the receiver is not happy. There was a college game a couple of weekends ago that we saw a 3rd and 93.
Oh, my gosh.
A 3rd and goal.
What game was that?
From the other 7. It was Louisiana something.
Was it La Tech?
La Tech it was. That's exactly right.
And the Mississippi, tobacco school or something. Yeah, it was.
So 2nd and 29 is now going to become 2nd and 44.
That hurts. Which play is that in the playbook? What page do you turn to for 2nd and 44?
That's back in the index. You don't even try to say, well, that looks. What are they? They're putting the ball on the 44.
Looks like
it was declined. They declined the penalty. Good move, because that takes the down away. So now it's 3rd and halfway to their house.
All right, one back in the backfield. One wide receiver out to the right left. They've got the double tight end set that they like to run there, and it's going to be a handoff here to Aston Anderson, and he's going to chug forward here for several yards.
Yeah, he's going to get 5 on the play. That was just a safety. Let's just run this thing. There's no chance we're getting 3rd and 29, so let's just run it up the middle, get 4th down coming. I think if they're going to, I was going to say, if they were going to run that ball, you'd think they'd punt this, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Because if they were going to go for it on 4th, you'd think they'd try for something a little longer.
I think that was a negative attitude, not try to get 3rd and 29, I mean, hey.
It turns into a pick, though. You kind of start second-guessing yourself.
That or another pass interference call real quick.
Yep, absolutely. Another offensive PI, and you're back in your own end zone.
Well, get ready for a Midwest City punt here, 21-6. 9 minutes just over it here in our third quarter remains. And that punt's looks like it may have almost bounced off the Del City guys. Not really sure.
What a great play there.
It's the Midwest City Bombers scooping it from going end zone and getting it down at about the 4-yard line, it looks like. Perhaps even the 3. We'll see where the officials spot this one.
O'Shea Whiteside laid fully out. He was horizontal in the end zone, but he did not touch. And so he was able to bat that thing back, and Midwest City killed it at the 4. And so Del City way backed up now. That was a perfect way to do that 3rd and 29, turning into a punt.
Yeah, they certainly got the field position battle on that one. Sometimes punting is not a bad thing when you can stick them on their own 4-yard line. That's a nice deal. We're going to have, let's see who we got here at quarterback. Number 13, direct snap to Isaac Beverly. He's going to cut in, make a spin move, and lean forward. He's going to get 6 or 7 yards here, Bob, maybe more.
Yeah, I think it's 9. He's got all the way up to the 13, and they needed the 14 for the first down. So that's a great play coming out. Run the Wildcat formation. Didn't even put the quarterback in the game, and it looks like they might keep him at the quarterback position in that Wildcat formation.
Midwest City leading 21-6 over Del City with 8:43 in the third.
By Beverly on the direct snap, he's going to go through the right side just around the end, and he gets forward again for more yardage. And not a lot of really for Midwest City to do other than try to react to see if they can move to the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. A really nice play there once again by the quarterback, the Wildcat quarterback, I should say, as he runs right off right tackle and got a first down at the 24-yard line. So now 20 yards on 2 plays for Del City. They're going to continue to do this. You wonder how many times it's going to take Midwest City to figure this out.
Well, they're going to go again to the right side, and Beverly makes a nice cut back towards the middle. Not quite as big a run there, but still forward, and hey, you got to keep the ball moving that way.
Absolutely. 3-yard gain there for number 13, and he was able to, turn nothing into something as he was able to get forward. Now the quarterback comes back in the ball game. That is Kyle Lindsay. He is, 16, Jared Wood.
Jared Wood. Jay Wizzle.
2nd down, 7.
All right, Wood's going to hand off to Mesner, number 22. He's going to go left and right out to the end. He's got a lot of yardage as he moves past center field and is knocked out of bounds. A big run by Tyus Mesner, and no flags. We're moving forward for a Dell City Eagle. First down.
25-yard gain for the tailbacks. He had a huge hole off that right tackle. They might have figured out the quarterback run game, but they did not figure out that running back. On that case, the offensive line did a nice seal block to open up a little bit of a hole to get him through it.
Got to set the edge. That's the new hot term on all the football talking heads. They keep talking about setting the edge. Oh, every channel, everyone of them saying set the edge. Rob Ryan or Ryan? Which one of the Ryans is doing?
None of them now, right?
Well, no, he's a play-by-play guy now, a color guy.
Okay.
Oh, high snap to Wood. He keeps and heads forward, sticks his head in there, and might even got a forward for a yard.
Yep, I think he's going to get at least a yard, maybe 2, depending on where they put him, but it's going to be – that was a heads-up play because that was not a great snap. He did not get the 2, so we'll give him 1 on the play. 2nd down and 9 coming up, but still a heads-up play to say, this thing's busted. I need to get out of here.
All right, 2nd and 9. 7:25 to go. It's 21-6. Midwest City leads in this third quarter here at Rose Field. And handoff going to be he kind of acted like he was going to hand off and then kept it. Runs forward to the line, and Wood spins down to the ground and might have got a couple.
Yeah, no question. That looked like a busted play. 34 looked like he had no interest in taking that football. Taylor Messner just kind of kept running. He's like, okay, if you don't want it, I'll run up the middle. Glad to turn that into 3 yards. 3rd down and 6 now for Dell City, who's put together a pretty nice drive starting at their own 4. So see if they can keep it going on this 3rd down and 6 play.
2 back set again in the backfield. 2 wide receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Beverly, the close man to us on the far side of the field. We have Jeff Foreman and Xavier Turner. Wood in at quarterback. The Mesner brothers in the backfield. And they're going to hand off to Tyus. He's going to cut up to the left. He makes it to center field, and he gets into that second level there, Bobby Thompson. A nice run by number 22, Tyus Mesner, for the Dell City Eagle. First down.
Yeah, it's a dozen more for Mesner on that play, right up the middle. Great blocking there. Great blocking by 34 to spring him, and it's another nice play on a nice drive for the Eagles. They need to get points here.
All right, quick back on the ball. They're going to hand it to the other Mesner, Taylor Mesner, number 34. He's going to go up the middle and be met by some gentlemen wearing black.
Yeah, no question. That was he's not as fast as his brother is, and so he's the bruising back. And I think it's going to be close to a no gain on the play. The scoreboard gives him 1. We'll go with that, but it's pretty close to 0 yardage. Good job there by Midwest City. See what Dell City cooks up on 2nd down.
Maybe they're not even related. Wouldn't that be?
That'd be cool.
Yeah. No, he's just cousins. All right, here we go. Let's see. Snap to Wood. He's going to hand off to Mesner, number 34. Taylor's going to get to the left side. He's got a line. He looked like he was running down a hill. Put it in neutral and just let her roll there. And a nice gain and close to a first down here. Are we going to move those sticks or no?
Nope, not yet. 2 yards short. A 7-yard gain for Mesner. I made him mad by saying he didn't have speed, so he showed it off the left side.
All right, a quick snap there to Wood. He tries to dive forward, and looked like he might have got it on that last effort.
He's close. Yeah, he's going to be close. I think that he tried to catch Midwest City sleeping, and there was one guy that wasn't sleeping, and that guy wrapped him up. But we'll see if we'll see a measurement here, possibly.
3rd and 1.
Oh, they're calling 3rd down and 1. So no, they are going to measure. It looks like so they're telling everybody to scoot back. Yep, here comes the chain gang.
Both teams are doing a good job. Either both teams are doing a good job of hanging on to the football tonight, or you could say both teams are doing a bad job of creating turnovers.
Yeah.
But
well, I think
we did cough up that 1 there.
Yeah, that's true. There's 1, but that's about 3 chain links short of a first down. So it's going to be 4th down, excuse me. And you definitely go for this, and I would say you run the quarterback once again.
What about directly to Isaac?
I think that's okay. I'm more of a fan of getting under center Because if you start in the shotgun, which they're going to do, they're going to start in the shotgun.
You're already
You're already
back.
4 yards back.
But Isaac's out to the right, is he not?
Isaac out to the right side at
Yep.
wide receiver. Got looks like double stacked on the left side. And we got to pull off
Good
with
job.
a hard count there. Jared Wood snuck up to the line like he might try to sneak it. And that drew the Midwest City Bombers across the line. And that will issue the Dale City Eagles a first down. Nothing like having a fresh pair on you, huh?
Oh, my goodness. That was a great hard count, great play call by either the quarterback or the coach, whoever told him to do that. And that was well done. And Midwest City way too eager. We've seen a lot of offsides calls on the Bombers. That's something that's going to hurt them later in the year.
Here we go. We got a snap from Wood. They're going to hand it to the number 34, Mesner. He's going to go from up the middle run, and a nice gash there as they're moving the ball forward. And, Brad, if you have not mentioned, we are in the Red Line Jiu-Jitsu Red Zone. Oh, yeah.
Good play there by Dell City. 2nd down and 4.
All right,
After
Wood's
that
going to take the snap.
6-yard gain.
Tyus Mesner is going to get a good old-fashioned people's elbow there. Boy, they looked like The Rock just threw off the elbow pad and went to town there.
Went from one side to the other and then just dropped it.
I don't know how many he lost there, but might have lost some consciousness there.
2-yard gain.
He needs to buy some
And
longer cleats.
we're back in the Wildcat. 2-yard loss, I'm sorry. And then we're back in the Wildcat.
Beverly in, as Bobby mentions here. He's going to take a direct snap to the left side, and he's making some second efforts. Looks like they're going to get piled up, but let's see where we get a spot here.
Looks like only about a yard gain as the
Looks
referee's marking at the 14. If that's the case, it's a 1-yarder.
Yeah, holding up a fist here.
You got to go for this.
4th down.
Field goal's not helping you at 21-6.
No, you want to have
Need those 6-pointers.
get all you can here. Let's see, in the backfield, looks like we're going to have number 8 now. Jamari Ayers got 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 out to the left. They're going to drop the fade pass towards the corner end zone to Beverly. He comes back for the ball, and he barely drops it. A tough one for Isaac as he dove back to the ball trying to make the play. Taking him a half second to get up, but a good effort there by Isaac Beverly trying to come back to the ball. But that's a tough one there for Dale City.
It is a tough one. I'm not a coach. I never pretend to be a coach. I just sit up here and criticize the coach. But I don't like the fade route, especially on 4th down. It's a low percentage pass, and he underthrew him. That's why the receiver had to come back and dive toward the ball. You should never do that. You should aim for that back pylon and just hope your receiver is the first guy there. And he was not, and it falls short. And it's going to be 1st down now. After a really good Dell City drive to come up empty, that's pretty tough.
Yeah, Isaac had to push through about 3 defenders just to get back to almost catch the ball.
Yes, like Bobby said, a low percentage pass.
Yeah.
Kind of like my dating days. All right, here we go. We've got a quarterback shotgun, and he's going to be a keeper here for Midwest City. Looks like Preston Colbert is going to pretty much just go down, take a knee there as the Dale City faithful were hard on him and quickly into the backfield, Bobby.
-3 on that one for the quarterback. It looked like that might have been a busted play. He didn't really know what to do. All of a sudden, he looked up and he's like, I guess I better try to run. By that time, there were too many Eagles around. There was a good defense there on 1st down for Midwest City, getting them behind the chains.
For Midwest City, the calls come in from the sideline, and you can generally see them all looking over there and often a couple of shoulder shrugs there before they send the play in. Or as they send the play in. Aston Anderson moves from one side to the next there. And it's going to be a keeper here for
well done,
Preston Colbert. But Dale City defense getting in that backfield and allowing nothing.
Yeah, great job once again stringing it out. They ran the zone read. It was a slow developing play, 2-yard loss for the quarterback on that one. And Dale City did a really nice job of making sure somebody put a helmet on the quarterback, and he drops the ball. So now it's going to set up a 3rd and long from the 10-yard line. This would be a great stop if Dale City can not give up any yardage.
Good call. As Bobby mentioned, 3rd and long. 3rd and 14, the scoreboard tells me. Also tells me we're now under 2 minutes in this 3rd quarter. 21-6. Midwest City leads here at Rose Field in Midwest City, America. the hardest football field to find in all the United States. All right, here we go. Long, deep pass here from Midwest City. It's going to be caught at about the 36-yard line. And on the reception is number 1. That's Jawan Walker. And that's going to be a big first down for Midwest City here. As we move forward, 1:45 on the catch. They'll stop the clock to move the chains. And a huge, huge play. That's a big momentum builder there for Midwest City.
28 yards. And once again, the quarterback just showing that accuracy of just a perfectly thrown ball.
And after Del City was able to make some nice stops there, you want to try to get off the field. Handoff goes up the middle here for Aston Anderson again, I believe, there, Bobby. And he's going to rumble, stumble, and push forward a number of folks and get a nice set of yards here.
Yeah, 9 more yards for the tailback, and he did a nice job of moonwalking the last 4 of them as they spun him around, but they didn't bring him down. And so now second and short.
Keep those legs turning is what he did, and they're going to give him another shot. He's the hot hand. Anderson goes off to the left side. He's going to get up and past the 50 as he is wrestled out of bounds.
Yep.
And we're going to have some flags here on the sideline and maybe a little bit of rigmarole.
I think this one's going to be on Midwest City. As Midwest City, they finished the drive. They thought that their guy got hit out of bounds late, and their 2 guys were tied up. Midwest City threw a Del City player out of bounds. I think that this call should be on Midwest City. We'll see if the coaches can talk the referees out of that.
Isaac Beverly over there still giving a little bit of opinion, and looked like the Del City folks weren't going to be intimidated while standing over amongst the Bombers sideline. And let's see, we're having some debate. The referees are talking.
It's a 14-yard gain, by the way, for the tailback. So that's going to count because it's after the play.
Yeah, right.
So for the 14 yards for him is good.
All right, looks like they're going to go against Midwest City here. Was that a choppy to the arm there? Perhaps
personal foul. Yep,
yeah,
that's what it should be. Yep, 15-yarder.
As we've grown to learn, choppy to the arm means personal foul.
They
for those watching at home.
That yardage will count, like I said, so it's a good 14-yard gain. Then they back them all the way back to the 37-yard line. We'll see. It should be 1st and 10 from there, and that's exactly what it's going to be. So backs them up, doesn't kill them on the down and distance.
All right, we'll see what Midwest City can do with it, but a nice break there for Del City, and at least getting some of that yardage back that they gave up. Of course, the getting them off the field is, as a defense, had them down here, made a couple nice stops, big play there. The motion swing back, we'll see how that holds. While we have a quick moment, though, hey, remember, if you need any gear, get over to Gregory's. I got some socks over there the other day for my daughter's soccer game. And I'm coaching that, Bobby. If you need looking for another coaches show, the Butterfly Rainbow Coaches Show weekly. No, we lost our first game. I gave a rousing halftime speech about of which way are we going now? This way. Which goal are we kicking it in? That one. If you get the ball, which way are you going to kick it? Over there. And right out of it. First thing they did, or just own goal us twice.
Yeah,
twice.
That's not
oh, man. And now I'm signing scorecards, and so that's painful. I'm becoming less of a good sport game by game.
Well, you should have saved a bunch of money and got your all your jerseys from Gregory Sporting Goods.
Well, now the thing is with the Norman Club deal, you buy a white jersey and a green jersey, and you pack them both. And if you're the home team, you wear your white, and so that way all the kids have the same jerseys. They don't have to worry about going and getting. So if you switch teams,
we'll get them to customize you a sweet coach's shirt.
Yeah, that's what I need.
Yeah. What's the team name again?
We're the Butterfly Rainbows.
Oh, yeah. You should definitely get you a Butterfly Rainbow shirt.
Nothing says tough coach like having a Butterfly Rainbow shirt.
I know. I'm getting some tie-dyes. And
are you like the Ladybugs? Remember that?
Rodney Dangerfield?
Yeah. Are you that coach?
I'm more like Nick Saban of the, yeah. I get one of them wide brim hats and some dark wrapped glasses and make real dry pan.
All right, I think this powwow is about over. This is.
We've been talking about my daughter's 5-year-old soccer team.
With all due respect for your daughter, this thing needs to keep moving.
Yeah, there's a game.
Who knew? Oh, yeah, who knew? Broadcast failed, Brad. What do we do here?
It's all failing. It's like
Right.
we might as well just give up.
Well,
Go ahead and just hit post, I guess. Post what we've got.
Oh,
so
here we
far.
go. Plays off, and it's off to the right side. And it's going to go to number 45. Is that Tyree? Oh, he's still on his feet. And they finally got a snap off. Kind of startled us. And this one's going to go for a lot of yards. What, 50 yards there, Bobby?
34 yards.
Man, my math is bad tonight. Oh. Let's see. 10, 20, 30, 34. Man.
Tyree Young.
Tyree Young, number 45.
He needs some oxygen.
That just took my breath out. I mean, I'm kind of, what do we do here? Come on, Del City. Let's lock him down. A turnover for the Eagle Nation here would be certainly a bright spot. Let's see. They're going to drop back pass. It's Colbert again. He's over the middle.
Oh.
Had wide receiver number 1, Juwan Walker, over the middle. Wide open, Bobby. Running free.
Oh, my goodness, running free. He was wide open.
In a field of daisies amongst butterflies.
I would like to think I could have made that throw, and that means he's open. And Midwest City wants that. They'd love to have that throw back because he was ready to score.
I think he saw a touchdown and he forced that pass a little bit because it was a laser across the middle.
Let him just a little too much.
Brian, do I need to hit something else on our live feeder?
Yeah, let me check on that. Y'all go ahead and do what y'all are doing.
All right, well, we'll talk about the football game. It is 21-6 with under a minute here to go, 48.5 seconds. It's going to be handoff to Aston Anderson. He's going to pop out to the right side for kind of a sweep-like run, but he is swept up by the broom of defense that is the Del City Eagles.
Del City's run defense has been much, much better the second half, and even in the second quarter a little bit, been a lot better. And that time, the defensive line was able to push the offensive line back, which made the running back have to go all the way around. He had to take the scenic route, and Del City was there to meet him.
All right, let's see what we got here. Colbert still, maybe it's Colbert. Maybe it's Preston Colbert. All right, you're going to be fake the handoff, little play action, quick dump over the middle to number 1, Juwan Walker, the intended receiver, though. Another rattling of the hands, and the pass falls free to the ground. That will bring up. Is that going to be fourth down for him there?
I lost track. I think it is fourth down. That's 2 drops in the last 3 plays for that player, Juwan Walker. Is he just 2 really gifts? Wide open the first time. That one on the slant wasn't as open, but he still could have made that catch very easily and not able to catch either one of them.
All right, we're getting it tuned up. They're going to go for it here. 4th and 14. 7 seconds left. He drops back out of that shotgun. He's going to roll to his right. Going to bring it down and try to run this ball. He gets over towards the sideline. Scampers may get past the first down. And then some. We're going to see if there's any altercations over there on the far sideline. He comes running back in, no problems. And unable to hold contain on the quarterback there as Midwest City ends this third quarter with a first down run by the quarterback, Preston Colbert.
That is just absolutely heartbreaking for Del City because they played pretty good run defense, as I said earlier, and to allow the quarterback to make almost the entire defense miss, cutting left, cutting right, and then to power his way past the first down line, get a couple extra, 16 yards on the play. I think it was 4th and 14, so he got it by a couple of yards. Just really, really tough for Del City because Midwest City now is in business.
And we continue on now to the fourth quarter. Keith, get your 4 fingers up. Come on, it's fourth quarter. There we go. All right. Got to be part of the fun. All right. Keith, our crack statistician, doing a good job for us here. And keeping an eye on all the numbers. Brad Reed, the good doctor, running the operation. And we are still trying to reconnect upon our stream.
Yeah. We may just give up on the Facebook.
No, we can't give up on Facebook. I'll never quit you, Facebook. The fourth quarter, though, Bobby, what's your thoughts?
Well, this is not setting up well for Del City, as they were not able to cut into that 21-6 lead. The good news is they didn't let Midwest City add to it yet, as Midwest City is in business now on the 13-yard line. We'll see what happens with Midwest City. If they can keep Midwest City out of the end zone, if you make it a field goal game, that's 24-6. That's 18 points. That's just as bad as a touchdown. So they need no points here from the Bombers if you're a Del City Eagle.
And we are switching ends. The Del City Bombers will be headed towards the east end of the field now, going right from left to right, if you will. Colbert in at quarterback, number 3, Tasis Vick in the backfield with him. They've got 2 wide receivers out to the left and 1 down the right. He's going to cut over the middle. He's going to find some rush, but he's going to throw a little flayed pass right into the end zone. Looks like that's going to go to number 3, I believe. There's that Tasis Vick.
Yep.
Came out of the backfield and just threw a little floater into the end zone. A touchdown. Going to take it 27-6. Here with 11:53 to go in the fourth quarter as the Bombers lead this one, Bobby.
Yeah, that's a tough play, and we've seen that 3 or 4 times. The Del City Eagles kind of lose discipline a little bit, and they saw that quarterback starting to run, and players hesitate. And if you hesitate, your guy's going to leave you behind. He had a couple of different options to float the ball over to in that one, and he chooses Vick, and it's now 27-6, point after pending.
And here's the kick. It's going to be bad. It's snap, and he's going to roll out and try to throw it into the end zone, but pass will go incomplete. The holder making the best effort as the snap not quite there and couldn't get it down for the kicker, but nonetheless, we've got 27-6 now, Bobby, headed into this fourth quarter, and a lot of time still to play in it.
A lot of time to play, but if you're Del City, it is now must score. Must score every possession. You're down 3 scores. That helps the math a little bit as you're now down 21. But other than that, you've got to score every time because I don't know how many. I think they can get 3 possessions out of this fourth quarter. I'm not sure they can get 4. Mm-hmm. If they don't score on every time out, they might be leaving with a loss.
Yeah, that clock gets moving pretty quick when it gets to that fourth quarter.
Especially when, even if whether Del City scores or not, Midwest City touches that ball, they're probably not going to throw it.
And that's the other thing, too. You got to be up-tempo, and at this point, you're probably going to have to pass the ball.
Yep.
And not as much of your run game, which you've been having to rely on. All right, well, despite our Wi-Fi issues that we've been battling, the booth has cooled off a little bit.
Del City, by the way, 159 yards passing through 3 quarters. So that's it's not a terrible total, but there's a lot of is that right? That's total yards. I'm sorry.
Total yards off.
76 yards passing. So that's a lot worse.
Man.
I misread the stat sheet.
Keith
that's why I'm not
his,
the statistician.
His spreadsheet, he's got it going on. You don't want to see my stat sheet. We forgot and left it on the printer.
No, they are. I brought them this game.
You did?
Yeah.
I should have used it.
Yeah, you should have.
I should have.
But we got Keith. We don't need
I designed a spreadsheet, and then I gave it to my wife, who's a CPA.
Yeah.
And she knows Excel like the back of her hand, so she could do. I mean, she made that thing cook me dinner.
There you go, man. We had the DIY spreadsheet, which was me and a Sharpie marker on this yellow pad. All right, the kickoff going to be taken by Foreman. He's going to go from the left side of the field all the way to the right side. Gets over towards the sideline. Not going to be any more room to run there as Midwest City takes him down and just past the 30-yard line.
Here's the good news. He ran 40 yards. The bad news, it was sideways. And he's only going to get the ball at the 30. Now, Del City, as you said, either the passing yards are going to go through the roof or Midwest City is going to be more in control of this ball game.
We've got 11:45 to play, 27-6 our score. Midwest City leads this one. Of course, playing in Midwest City at Rose Field. Again, the hardest place to find in America. After this play, we'll try to get ourselves in one of them fancy legal IDs. But right now, Jared Wood in a quarterback. He is going to hand the ball off. It's going to go to Tyrus Mesner. And he makes a nice little run up to the right side there and getting close for the first down, but just not quite enough there, Brad.
Yeah, Brad, 9 yards on that carry, and we'll see if they continue to run the ball. I'm surprised they ran it, but they ran it effectively.
All right, we're going to stay right here until we get a long enough time to tell you our legal information. We want to make sure everybody knows we're supposed to be here. All right, we got the long pass downfield, and that one's going to be picked off as the intended receiver, Isaac Beverly, is overthrown. And number 5, to Claudio Irvin, giving us the shark fin as he comes to this side of the field after the interception downfield. And that might be the first nail in the door of the coffin there, folks. That's a tough one to handle for for Del City as Midwest City picking off that long pass downfield.
Oh, there is a flag on the play as well. It's a personal foul on Midwest City.
I don't know that any chance we could bring that the ball back.
That's a good question. I thought it was after, but the referees are looking. It looks like it's gonna be post interception. So it looks like the interception will be good. The interception was down at the 24-yard line, and right now it looks like they're gonna step that off.
Cox Channel 20, KDEL, Del City.
All right, Del City. Man, what's going on tonight in Del City? Maybe we should get out.
You know, people are cruising.
Yeah,
Cruising up Sunny Lane.
Up and down the Sunny Lane. Is that the cruise? Is it 29th, 15th? What is there a drag, so to speak?
I don't know. I just figured it's right by the school, so
where do you
29th or Sunny Lane probably.
When you're out living your Jeep life, Brad, where do you cruise?
I cruise up like in the hills, the mountains.
All those mountains and up on the Wichitas.
I'm just not even going to touch this.
Mount Scott.
I had a
the Paseo.
Yeah.
Lincoln.
Hey, we're back on Facebook.
We're back on Facebook. Facebook, making the world great.
I've been live tweeting too, just in case.
Is that what that was?
That's what's eating up the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, it's all these young people and their Snapchat.
You probably got kids down here who are calling the game just on their phones and stuff.
Yeah, probably.
Of course, they could if they really thought about it.
Yep.
Why aren't we doing that?
We're doing our best. But let me just add that if you want to get a career in radio, American Broadcasting School is the place that we all started at. Bobby Thompson, Cody Sparks, me, Brad Reed. We all went to the American Broadcasting School. We've all had jobs, have jobs in radio, and it's been a very rewarding experience for me. I know for you guys too.
Absolutely.
Dreams come true in some cases. But go to radioschool.com and check it out. They have classes that start every Monday. They have open house tours you can take on Wednesday. You can go online or on campus and find a schedule that fits you. Radioschool.com.
I've gotten to interview Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and Kevin Durant. I said Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, the Russell Westbrook. I've got to interview all these guys, and if it wasn't for broadcasting school, there'd been no chance I'd ever gotten to do that.
You saw Shaq naked, didn't you?
I did, yeah. That's a whole other story.
All right.
Actually, no.
Handoff.
I did not.
Colbert.
That's a good catch.
Going to complete the pass over the middle to number 18 for Midwest City. That's going to be Dejan Seeley for the reception.
Yeah, just to clarify, I did not see Shaq without the clothes, but
that was Brandon Rush.
That is who that was.
B. Rush. I went to high school with Brandon.
Did you?
Yeah.
Another broadcasting school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Veteran.
I think Brandon was there like right when I was leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, he was.
He started. Yeah.
Let's see here what we got for Midwest City on the first down, and 10:42 left to go in the fourth. Going to drop back for Colbert. He's going to make the long pass downfield. He has a chance that this one's going to be picked off. We'll see if he can hold on to it. And the interception is number 7, Kobe Higgins. And it's going to be a slow to get up wide receiver, number 3. Texas Vic, a little slow, but a nice turnover here and an opportunity for Del City.
Well, the problem with that thing is you got a 21-point lead. I don't understand the urgency of throwing the ball. It's great for Del City. Obviously, they get the interception and they get the ball right back. If you're Midwest City, I start. The 3 runs and punt offense is not a bad idea at this point.
I'm guessing that was a stat book effort, that there's probably somebody sitting in the audience that somebody's looking to impress. That was a look how far I can throw this ball. I'll throw this ball over the mountains. All right, a handoff up the middle here for Del City. It's going to go to Tyus Mesner, number 22. He's been doing a lot of work for Del City tonight, and they're going to give him that one a short yardage gain, and we're just almost under 10 minutes here, Bobby.
Yeah, and that's just one of those things. Like I said, why is Midwest City passing the ball? Same thing goes for Del City. They've got to start passing the ball. They don't need to be running it. Clock is not your friend.
And a quick pass out to the flat. That was not good.
That's a backward
going to be
pass.
a lateral, and
That's
it's going to be picked up. It's going to be run into the end zone by number 34 from Midwest City. Tommy-on Scott. Tommy-on Scott going to get the touchdown. As they threw it into the flat, it went behind him. That can be considered a lateral and a live ball as it went to the ground. Dale City treated it like an incompletion, and Midwest City treated it like a live ball.
Yep, there was one of those in the old U-Ohio State game. Jeff Bedette let the ball squirt out of his hands. It was definitely a backward pass, and that one was definitely a backward pass. There were 21 players on the field that thought it was a dead ball. Luckily for Midwest City, the one that thought differently just scored.
I've seen that happen in a game when a kid thought they'd won, and he snapped the ball instead of throwing it down. He throws the ball up in the air behind him, and he walks off with his hands up in the air, and the team picked it up and ended up winning the game. All right, extra point by the Janglish. Up and good. The horns letting you know that Midwest City is well in control, 34-6 now, with under 10 remaining in this contest.
Yep, that was a costly mistake. We talked about not running the ball, which is they didn't run the ball. They tried to do the little backwards wide receiver pass, and it fumbled out of his hands. He thought, man, I should have caught that, and the Midwest City Bombers take it in. So now you're looking 34-6. This game is pretty much on ice. We'll see if Dale City, what kind of attack they come out with now, as if they even want to try to make this thing competitive, they're going to have to go down the field.
Gotcha. It's one where you got to be smoking the ball down the field, just on tempo, boom, 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 because that 10 minutes is going to go by very, very fast.
Yep.
Now, we were mentioning Shaquille O'Neal earlier. It reminds me one time, sideline, he was playing for the Suns, and he's sitting there talking to like Rick Barnes, and they're sitting there staring at the girl that I was dating at the time.
Really?
And like I can see he's sitting there and he's like looking at her, and then like Shaq kind of looks over and realizes that I'm looking at them, and he gives him that big old like giant grin and kind of nods his head at me, and I'm like, Shaquille O'Neal, good solid dude. His arms are bigger around than my head.
Yep. Yeah, he's a big man.
He's a big man. Brad remembers the time that I met Paul Pierce.
Yeah, you slapped him on the bum. And I was like, where's Cody? Where's Cody? Oh, he's the one slapping Paul Pierce on the bum. Never been more embarrassed of Cody in my life. Actually, I was like, that's awesome. Because Paul Pierce crashes into Cody on the front row.
Depends on how old he was. You're slapping him on the bum could maybe break his hip.
Yeah.
It wasn't, but like what, 3 years ago?
Yeah,
he was still Celtic, I believe. Yeah.
Him and Ray Allen. Ray, which does not like that, by the way. Ray.
Yeah. Big Baby Davis does not like to be called Fat Baby.
No, that's probably
My buddy kept calling him that when we were down for a game. He did not enjoy it.
Did not appreciate that.
No. Of course, now he doesn't play, so.
On the kick, Jeff Foreman on the return. He's going to cut again that 40-yard dash cross field and turns it up. They don't quite set the edge, so he gets some yardage forward this time, Bobby.
Yeah, that's a little bit better result for him as he gets up to the 42-yard line. That's where Dale City will start 1st and 10. I guess he really likes, it's funny how players have their comfort zones, their comfort areas where they like to run, and it looks like he is definitely dedicated to that right side of the field. He's cut over there a couple of times.
Likes that lateral running. You kind of remember that, there's those guys who have that tendency. Like, do you remember James Allen and his spin move?
Yep.
Man, that goofy rib guard thing he had flapping up behind him. Boy, those were the days.
His license plate.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it, man. And his car tag hanging out there. Oh, well, Brad, our broadcast here it's all these kids on their Snapchat trying to download the Netflix. All right, here we go. Handoff is going to go. Oh, my. Went to the Dale City back, I believe, number 22, Tyus Mesner again. But he got, that was rough. What would you, I don't want exactly a tackle as much as it was a clotheslining.
Oh, yeah, he just got full on blown up. Jalen Redmond for Midwest City doing the damage, and that was a heck of a play. And it's also a loss of about 2 on the play.
And maybe a little bit of confidence and probably some wind because that knocked it out. Man, that had to hurt. All right, he's going to try at it again here. Tyus Mesner's going to get the handle, get it up to about the line, and he's going to be brought down here. You're seeing some short up-the-middle runs here from Del City, Bobby. That's not indicative of somebody who's looking to get right back in her.
No, and I think that also, Del City's game not built around a bunch of fast-paced, airing it out type of deals. So coaches don't want to get guys hurt trying to make a comeback that probably won't happen anyway.
All right, we're actually going to throw her here. Gets it over the middle. Looks like we may go to Isaac Beverly. He's going to, I think, have enough for a first down, depending on the spot.
Yeah, I think he's going. It looks like he's going to have it by about a half yard. The line judge coming up. Yep, he's got it. First down, gain of about 11 yards. And then they get across midfield down at the 48-yard line. 47-yard line.
All right, we got wide receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to us, 2 back set. Wood's going to give the handoff up to number 34. That's Mesner. Taylor going to roll forward, and it's got about 4 or 5 yards out of the deal.
Yep, 4-yard gain for the big man right up the middle. And, Del City's doing a nice job. You got the fast guy, and you got the not as fast but big guy. I'm not going to say he's slow because he proved me wrong earlier. But, they got 2 different degrees of running back, using them pretty good. Need to get some passing in there now as well.
Well, nobody's decleated the larger of the Mesner twins.
No.
All right, Tyus is going to get it, and he is going to be spun down like a ride at the fair. Boy, that's a 6 coupon ride. Woo! Man.
Loss of 3, so everything they got on the way, for that one way, they go back the rest. So now going to be 3rd down and a long 9, maybe even 10. 7:52 left to go in this one.
Looks like number 4, Goodlow, checking into the game from Mesner. Got Isaac Beverly on the far side out as a lone receiver. Foreman and somebody else here on our close side. Looks like number 21. That's Colin Lessinger. Wood's going to roll out to the right, look downfield. He's got eyes on Beverly. He's going to throw that pass up. It's going to be knocked away in coverage. I believe that was number 5 there, Bobby Thompson.
Yep, that was a great defensive play by Midwest City. And I talked about it earlier about how he needed to put a little more air. He needed to do a little less on that one, as that one set up in the air for a long time. And it was a very easy defensive play for Midwest City.
And the very confident DeClaudio Irvin, I believe he has taken on the personality of the shark that raced Michael Phelps. He's been constantly giving us the shark fin. And as we know, sharks are faster than Michael Phelps, even if he has on a special space-age suit and a mermaid fin.
You can pet a shark at the state fair right now.
See, can I win one? I kind of like the... What do you do with it after you win it? It's like you win a goldfish at the fair. Remember that back in the day? People carrying it around in a bag. That fish didn't make it home. Hey, a punt effort here for Del City. Going to get him down. Oh, come on, get on, boys. Don't let it get in the end zone now. There we go.
Great punt. Great punt.
Nice punt from Leandre, and it is downed by number 6 for Del City. That's Imani Knight. And we move back to Del City taking over on the ball deep in their own territory. 7 minutes, 14 seconds left to go on the clock. 34-6 your score, as Midwest City is got this one well in hand at this point. We did see them, though, still throwing the ball deep with 10 minutes left to go. Have to see what the coach thinks of that later on.
I think you really have just gotten to the point now where it's time to run the ball. I think that, all the way through the 3rd quarter and even early in the 4th, I don't really have a problem with teams running their offense. I think that now you kind of get to this point, you're up huge, you just run the ball, see what happens.
All right, it's going to be a handoff. Pops out to the right side here. We'll get the ball carrier for you. That looks like number 2 for Midwest City, Jacob Reed on the carry.
Number 2 gets 2 as he gets his way up to the 4. So 2nd down and 8, under 7 minutes now left to go in this one.
Del City still looking like they're hanging in there. Only 1 or 2 guys that have hands on the hips, so still looking to make that effort. 6:45 and counting as Preston Colbert in the end zone to take the snap. Here it comes across with a man in motion. They're going to fake to him and go handoff left side to number 2, and he's going to be drug around the neck out of bounds, getting just short of the 15, it looks like. That was Jacob Reed on the carry.
Yep, 7-yard gain for the Midwest City team. And the one thing you say if you're the coaching staff for Midwest City, right when you get hit, go down, because that stops the clock.
The clock, yeah.
6.5 left to go in this one. This one's well in hand. Midwest City winning 34-6. But so if you're Midwest City, you want to stay between the sidelines, keep that clock running. If you can get a couple more runs like that, you can knock 3 or 4 points off or 3 or 4 minutes off the clock pretty quick.
Fresh set for the Bombers as they get the first down there. They're piling the line heavy for Del City. A lot of men up in the box looking for that run. Here we go, kind of an end around or a H-back around there. Bobby, and number 5 on the carry. He's going to be brought down. The tackle here for Del City looks like number 93 dragging him down. That's Karan Williams. And a nice run there, though. Was that number 5 for DeClaudio, or was that ball carrier there?
Yeah, I think that was 28 getting the carry, but or maybe he just came back in.
Yeah, I think it was DeClaudio Irvin, number 5.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Thanks, Keith.
That's the great white shark. He's more of a sand shark, not quite the biggest dude, but he's fast, and he does the shark fin. He's got that. Morgan Moore with his bicep show. I mean, got to have your own thing, I guess, when you're here in Midwest City. Trademarks.
7-yard gain, 2nd and 3.
Here we go. It's going to be handoff to Aston Anderson, and he's made a couple of nice cuts before being brought down by Isaac Beverly on the tackle. Anderson been the heavy hand, I would say, for Midwest City tonight. We do have about 5:31 left to go in the game, and man, that guy's shoes are so yellow. I thought it was a flag on the field there for a second. Boy, he's got some skis on him there. Man, yellow submarines out there. You could live in his shoes. They're big enough. Mother Hubbard would be like, man, get reverse mortgage on those things. All right, here we go out of the shotgun. Preston Cover's going to send the man in motion across. They're going to flip it to him, and number 1 for Midwest City is going to get the end, and a lot of yardage to go with it as he's diving out past, about the 45 there, and going to be another Midwest City first down as the Bombers looking to burn clock and move the ball. He goes out of bounds, or they at least stopping the clock for the first down, I suppose, and I'm not sure if he was actually all the way out of bounds or we were just.
Says they're winding the clock.
There we go.
There we go. 15 yards on that carry around, doing that wide receiver kind of end around type of play, and having a lot of success.
We got just under 5 minutes now. A cooler wind coming in now out of the east, and it's certainly welcomed as it's been a warm September. And some days when it's not as hot, it only gets like 90, but the humidity is like $130.
Oh man, yeah.
I don't know what it is. It just it zaps me, man. I'm like, man.
False start on Midwest City, so not what they want. 5-yard penalty, so now 1st and 15 as they back it up to the 40. The clock stops there too until the referee winds it.
Midwest City flag team still working hard in the west end zone, out on the track. Gotta get your time in somewhere, right?
That's right.
All right, 4:25 to go, 34-6, 1st and 15. Ball on the 40-yard line in Midwest City territory. Colbert out of the shotgun. Anderson in the backfield, number 1 coming across. Another end around, but they're going from left to right on this one. He's going to get the edge and slide up before meeting some Del City tacklers and being taken down most likely out of bounds. We'll see. 93, number 7 over there for the tackle. 93 is Kyron Williams, and number 7, Kobe Higgins for Del City.
Yep, that was a good play once again. They've run that play, I think, 3 times on this play. Gain of 9 on the play. The problem is you're stretching it out to where you're running out of bounds every play.
Not really keeping the clock moving there, are we?
No, and that's what Midwest City, the coaching staff's going, these plays are working great, but can you cut up a little bit quicker so that we can go down in the field of play so we can keep some clock running?
All right, back up to the line. We have Del City. Eagles spread it out on defense. More up towards in the box, waiting for another run. It's going to be a keeper by Colbert. He's going to go to the right side. He's got a big opening. He's passed to the 30. He's to the 25 down the sideline and knocked out at about the 21-yard line. We've got a flag coming in on the play. Number 7 for Dell City. That's Kobe Higgins, the man chasing him down. Not sure if they are going to call a late hit out of bounds there or what.
28-yard gain for the quarterback. And did a nice job of blocking down the field. But I think they might get a late hit, so they might end up being half the distance to the goal. Because they're definitely keeping the line of scrimmage at the 24.
Do you feel like maybe going towards the sideline isn't a mistake and that they're doing it intentionally to preserve timeouts and keep stopping the clock?
I mean, I can't imagine why you would do that. You got a nice comfortable lead. I know rivalry games are rivalry games, but you don't necessarily need to you don't need to run the score up. You're doing it on your own. So I mean, just keep running the ball and keep it in the field of play. They'd still be down where they're at, but we'd be sitting with about a minute left instead of about 4.
That does put Midwest City in the red line jiu-jitsu red zone,
where everybody was jiu-jitsu fighting. They were fast as... All right, as Bombers. Here we go, out of the shotgun, and it's going to be a handoff. Looks like, is that number 2 again, or are we getting number 8? It's getting late in the night here. Number 2 with the carry, that's Jacob Reed, and he bowls forward. Now, there's what we kind of expected, a run up the middle. That'll keep the clock rolling, and no real efforts from Dell City to stop the clock here. Probably just want to get on the bus with everybody healthy and make the short drive back down 15th Street. Colbert out of the shotgun. He's got number 2. That's Jacob Reed. We're going to send a man in motion across. They're going to flip the ball to number 18. He's going to turn up just at the end of the line on the right side. Scramble spin and scores. We'll see if they're going to... Nope, they're waving it off. Not sure if we have the touchdown yet or not here, Bobby.
Yep, looked like there was a little bit of action going on over there. There is a flag down.
Dejon Seeley was the one that I believe initially was carrying the ball.
It's going to be a hold on Midwest City. That touchdown does not count.
Well, strike down the band.
So
strike down the band.
Take those yards off for the Bombers. So 7 yards not happening.
And they're moving back a little bit here. Get back to about the 19 or thereabouts.
So still need to get to the 1. So it's going to be 2nd down 18. As it was a hold, but it was a hold that happened behind the line of scrimmage. That's why it's more than 10 yards. It was 10 yards from the spot. So that backs them up.
And let's see here with just about 3 minutes here left on the clock. 4th quarter, your score 34-6. 2nd down 16. Ball on the 19. So says the scoreboard. Going to be a snap to Colbert. Colbert's quarterback's going to keep. He's going to go to the right side. He's open 5 and into the end zone. Not even touched on his way to the end zone. That's Preston Colbert on the big run. 19-yard carry for the touchdown. And adding to that Bomber lead, they're going to go up to 40-6 now here in Midwest City with just under 3 minutes of play in the game.
Yeah, a good effort by Midwest City, just running the ball. They kind of fixed that. It looks like the coaches saw the same thing we saw because they were running outside, and they decided, I'm sick of the clock stopping, so we're going to run it up the middle. And that's what they were able to do, and they still had the success that they had running running on the outside. Now we have an official's timeout.
Got to get the holder where he's supposed to be there. And looks like the Janglish on the kick again here. The hold down, the ball up, and they will signal that it is good. That'll go 41-6 now to the scoreboard. Under 3 minutes to play, and we are still doing it here in Midwest City. Brad, how are we doing it though?
Oh man, tonight. This game, our broadcast, everything, not going exactly like Dell City was probably hoping. Not going like we were hoping. But the game is brought to you tonight by Nightfall Haunted Territory.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. They're Oklahoma City's newest and most terrifying haunted attraction, located on the corner of I-35 and Northeast 50th. Nightfall Haunted Territory opens September 29th and will be open every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday through Halloween night. You can visit them at nightfallhauntedterritory.com and like them on their Facebook page, Who Will Survive the Night. Also brought to you by Gregory Sporting Goods at the corner of Epperly and 29th in Dell City, the leader in sporting goods since 1981. Let them customize your team order today. Call them at 405-672-4230 or visit them at GregorySportingGDS.com. That's GregorySportingGDS.com. And lastly, we're brought to you tonight by Redline Jiu-Jitsu. They're in Edmond off Enterprise Drive and South Kelly Drive. It's a safe, family-friendly, healthy environment. Ages 4 to 104 welcome. For more information, you can visit Redline Jiu-Jitsu at redlinebjj.com.
Man, and there's probably some 105-year-old guy over there going, what? Ready to get into some jiu-jitsu, but
Yeah, I'm not invited.
104 is the cutoff. Sorry, folks.
Yeah.
Just lie about your age.
Yeah. Nobody's going to card you at 105.
Like, tell them you're born in that during before they started keeping records.
I'm the father of the greatest generation. You have to let me in.
There you go. 105. That's a good run.
Would that put you in the greatest generation? 105.
Yeah, you might have. You might have served in World War II or something then. Let's see. Going to be a kick out of bounds there for Midwest City. Bobby, the Janglish not having that one on target there.
No, that one, they've been trying to pooch it all night, and that time he used a little bit too much leg, and it goes, it was out of bounds. I'm not even sure it hit the green. I think it hit the track before it hit anything else. So that's going to be a penalty. They'll get the ball at 35-yard line. And 2:57 left to go. It'll be interesting to see. Obviously, this thing's over. Will Del City try to run this ball and just get out of here?
Yeah, he kind of looked like he hit that thing with a 7-iron over there.
Yeah.
And, but back to Del City, we got some offensive opportunities here. Of course, hoping they probably just want to get out of it in safe fashion as they can. And it looks like we've got Quinlan Ganther now in at quarterback, number 10 for the Eagles. First time we've seen him tonight, and give Jared Wood a rest and a little more opportunity to give Ganther some experience in the game. Played a few plays last week, but was the starter week 1. Going to be a handoff up the middle. This time we're going to go to number 6 for the Eagles. That's Imani Knight. Imani Knight. That sounds like a clothing brand there. Go pick one of those up at Wilson's Leather. Get you some Imani Knight. Chaps. You need some chaps, Brad.
I'll wear some Imani Knights.
I know where you got your Imani Knights at. EK Knights. All right, here we go. Let's see. The Ganther, Quinlan, in at quarterback. Got 2 wide receivers close side to us. 1 spread out to the right. And we've got, it's like 3 men down on the right side. Oh, it's going to be keeper for Ganlin. He's going to go to the strong side and pushes it up just past line of scrimmage there or more. What do we got here?
It's going to be just short of the first down. That's going to be a gain of around 4. Runs out of bounds, stops the clock, which is not putting me in a good mood, but that's okay. It's all right. We got another couple plays here with 2:09 to go.
It'll be over before we know it here. We got, hey, at least it wasn't a run the clock in the second half game.
Yeah.
You know, some of those get a little rough. Del City staying competitive, just not having enough for the containment early. All right, going to be a keeper by Ganther as he holds on to the ball and just leans forward. That will probably run the clock for, well, we thought it might, but I think he's got the first down there, Bobby.
Got the first down.
All
the
right.
ball is spotted. They're going to roll it and let it roll, and I'm appreciative of that. And I think Del City is just going to try to run this thing. I think that the young quarterback, was just trying to make a play. That's why he ran out of bounds.
Let's see.
I don't think Del City is actually trying to keep the clock stopped.
No. I don't believe that's on their plans. But, hey, if you get another snap, then if you're thinking that as a player, like, we'll get one more in. All right, it's going to be handoff now to 23 for Dell City. Miles Wooten, that's his first carry of the game. He spins out of a tackler, but not far enough to get away from him. And it's brought down in the backfield, and I believe they're going to drop him about 2 yards here, looks like maybe. And so for a loss of 2, we will be at 2nd and 12. 1:12 left on the play clock. 41-6 your score. And Dell City's got the ball here at the 45-yard line of their own. Panthers waiting on the snap. 2 wide receivers here close to us on the left side. 1 out to his right, 1 back in the backfield. Strong side right. Or maybe, there we go. Now it's going to be a handoff to number 23. He's going left side. He's got a nice little seam there that he makes it up. Pushes across up to the 45 in Dell City territory. And that was number 23 on that carry. Miles Wooten again. And Miles doing a little bit of damage here late in the game.
Yep, getting a good 9-yard gain. I'm so glad he cut it back up the field. And this clock is going to run out. We're going to have to run probably one more play, which is exactly right. We'll run one more play, and that will be the end of Dell City Midwest City for 2017.
Just under 20 seconds as the time set to expire here. We'll get this last play off. Ganther out of the shotgun, 1 back to his left, and wide receivers 2 to the right, 1 to the left. We're going to hand off, go to the right side. Wooten again on the carry. He's got a nice little seam. He cuts out to the right. He's past the 40-yard line. Cuts back in before being tossed towards the out of bounds. Clock will expire on that play, though. Wooten with a nice run there. Bobby, what do you think? He got another 8 yards?
Got about 7 yards, 7 or 8 yards, and that's a good way to close it out. He ran out of bounds. I thought, oh, no, but the referees blew it dead quick.
We're done
this
with that
game
one.
is over.
Get a few of our photo opportunities here. Not just announcing, we also do photography, interneting, live streaming. Brad will dance for you for money. It's all happening here. Okie Media and the good people at Eagle Vision. All right, as time expires, your final score is 41-6. And we'll have some stats and updates for you as those are coming across. Keith Thompson handling the arithmetisms. Or at least the Excel spreadsheet, one of the two. He's got the input, data entry. I used to have to do that and do people's insurance and paychecks and type in little boxes. And man, you start seeing that stuff in your sleep after a while. Right. All right, Brandon, am I hearing background music? Are we going to take a quick break here in Rosefield in Midwest City after we've seen a battle for Sooner Road? Ownership now goes to Midwest City for another year. Get your parking passes through them.
Yeah, Midwest City winning 41-6. Tonight's game is made possible by the city of Dell City High School, the American Broadcasting School, Red Line Jiu-Jitsu, Nightfall Haunted Territory, and Gregory's Sporting Good. Eagles football right here on Cox Channel 20 K-Dale and streaming live on the ABS Facebook page, the Eagle Vision Facebook page, and hit us up on Twitter at DC Eagle Vision. We will be right back. Welcome back to Rose Field here in beautiful Midwest City. As Midwest City defeats the Del City Eagles 41-6. Tonight's game made possible by the American Broadcasting School. You can start your career in broadcasting today if you want to get into radio, sportscasting, podcasting, YouTube casting. I don't know. People put their games on Twitch now.
Fly casting.
We don't teach that. But
no.
Yeah, you should go to radioschool.com, and check it all out. Classes start every Monday. It's a 9-month program thereabout, and you can be starting your career in the time it'll take Cody to have this baby.
I know, third trimester, and you'll be having a newborn media career.
Yeah.
We joke a little bit about that, but it has been a rewarding experience for both Brad and I. We met at broadcasting school, and still hanging out all this time later, and broadcasting things.
Yeah,
and all sorts of fun. We go around, meet various people, and Keith has handed us our stats.
All right,
Keith, lean over here. Get yourself in the camera. Get yourself some FaceTime.
Hi, Keith.
There's Keith.
We're gonna wrap up the stats, and we'll have some scores in just a few. Tonight's game also brought to you by Gregory Sporting Goods. They're at the corner of Epperly and 29th in Del City. They are the leader in sporting goods since 1981. Give them a call at 405-672-4230 or visit them at GregorySportingGDS.com. Also brought to you by Nightfall Haunted Territory. They are OKC's newest and most terrifying haunted attraction. They're located on the corner of I-35 and Northeast 50th. You've seen that over where they've got the fireworks, big building, and then around Halloween, they've got the Halloween store right there. So you'll see it. It's out there. They open September 29th. They are going to be open every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday through Halloween night. Visit them at nightfallhauntedterritory.com. Like them on their Facebook page. Who will survive the night? And also Red Line Jiu-Jitsu. Sign up for classes at Red Line Jiu-Jitsu today. They're located in Edmond off Enterprise Drive and South Kelly Drive. Their programs are designed to help students every step of the way at their own pace in a family-friendly, safe, and healthy environment. Red Line Jiu-Jitsu believes in safety first, and they created a program for anyone to learn the beautiful art of jiu-jitsu. Red Line offers kids classes that educate children about bullies and how not to be a bully and how to help others who are being bullied. Cody kind of bullies me. So.
I do. I pick on Brad a lot.
You can sign up today and get 14 days free to try out the classes. Start anytime. No experiences needed. Ages 4 to 104. Welcome. For more information, visit Redline Jiu-Jitsu at redlinebjj.com. Let's get our post-game show kicking off. Oh, yeah. As we got some stats, and then we'll get some scores from around 5A and 6A. Keith Thompson, are you out, my friend? I think he is.
Keith's got a curfew.
Yeah, Keith is out. Bobby Thompson joined us. He had to go, but we thank Bobby Thompson. But
so Bobby just left his kids. Keith got to get an Uber home? Or
I think Keith is going to Uber home.
Yeah.
So
maybe catch the bus, one of them?
Yeah. He missed the bus. That is something that he'll never, ever, ever do again. Name it.
That's I'm not. I don't know.
Warm it up, Chris. I'm about to.
Dude, that's right. Some crisscross, right?
Yeah, crisscross.
You know what? It'd be wiggity wiggity whack if you didn't turn your clothes around right now and wear them backwards.
I'll just have to be wiggity whack right now.
Do you have a baseball jersey you could put on backwards? The
maybe next time.
Cross colors.
I would love to rock some cross colors again.
Yeah, I forget some of the crisscross. They were hot there for a little bit. Remember when they got a little older and
died?
Did they? They may have.
One of them did. This went so bad.
But when they weren't
so sad.
Well, when they weren't, they got older and they weren't like the kids rapping anymore. It was like, well, now you just seem like a couple of hooligans.
Yeah. Like how do you go? Where do
you go from there?
Yeah. Like how do you go as like a 30-year-old and sing songs like, Warm It Up, Chris, or I Missed the Bus?
Well, yeah, you started out a little hard. You had to be like Michael Jackson and start out with A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, and then like work your way up to some, Billie Jean, getting that Thriller album out.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Who's bad?
Well, who was bad? Dell City, I wouldn't say they were bad tonight. Midwest City just looked like they were more efficient.
Well, they were defensively a lot more stout.
Yeah.
The pressure on the quarterback early kind of took the what looked like the offensive game plan out, and they started going to a two-back system for Dell City. So that limited the wide receivers on the outside. We saw less passing, went to a lot more of the Wildcat effort there for a while.
Right.
So it looked like they were just trying to throw anything at the wall to get to stick. So we know Coach Dunn. He talks about working on the pass blocking, and they got to get better at that. We'll talk to him probably on Tuesday and find out what his thoughts are. Really, you want to see more out of the passing game. We can do some numbers, though, here for us. The Midwest City, will start with them. Colbert, 10-16 for 226 yards through the air. Your leading rusher was Colbert, actually. He passed up Aston Anderson, but 70 yards on 8 carries for Colbert or Colbert. We're not really sure. I say both. I kind of mixed it up between the broadcasts, keeping it real. Leading receiver was Juwan Walker, and he had 83 yards on just 3 catches, so a big night for Walker. Also on the Dell City end, Wood, 6 of 15 for passing, and I'm not sure that he even passed much after the first half. As we got into the second half, I'm not sure how many passes he threw. 6-15, 48 yards through the air. Leading rusher was Tyus Mesner. He had 98 yards on 15 carries. Receiver was Jeff Foreman, with 27 yards on 4 catches. We saw Isaac Beverly out there working hard. We talked to him this last week. Of course, he was pumped up for this game, and I'm sure be a tough one to handle through tomorrow. But then you got to start over and get aiming for your next opponent.
Yeah. It's just one of those things. It wasn't a conference game. And I'd like to ask Coach. I know every loss stings, but does a non-conference game, is it maybe easier to get over it and then prepare, for next week's game, which is a conference game against Altus? They will be taking on Altus at home in Dell City, so we'll be here for that game. But yeah, any of the stats that stand out to you tonight?
I think the offensive numbers of Midwest City would be the main one. Mm-hmm. Just the overall. I mean, they had over 300 yards with. Let's see, the Dell City. Let's see, passing for about 48. And rushing for 98, so maybe 150 odd yards, 160, somewhere in there. So not the offensive numbers you wanted. Protection was a little bit of an issue there at the start. And then defensively, they lost it on the edge. They'd get to third down and not get off the field. The defense did spend a lot of time on the field and just couldn't quite keep the contain on. It didn't. It didn't really seem like a 41-6 game. It kind of, you felt like Dell City was a little more in there. But
it did feel more competitive than the actual score.
And that last one was kind of a, junk touchdown there, towards the end of the game as Midwest City kept putting it down the field. So I think Dell City kind of said, hey, let's get out of here safe, and we'll live to fight another day.
Now, who would be your Gregory Sporting Goods get her done player of the game tonight?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because who's got the goods? Gregory's got them.
Yeah.
But tonight, Tyus Mesner, 98 yards on 15 carries for the Dell City Eagles, is your Gregory Sports Get Her Done player of the game.
Which is we're kind of naming that off of Coach Mike Dunn, too, right?
Yeah, Coach Mike Dunn, because he's going to get her done.
Yeah.
First year, you got to come in. Things going to be tough. Ain't going to be easy. But, hey, you know what? If anything, we'll get out, we'll roll some pencils, and things will get better.
Yeah, definitely going to have Bobby Thompson roll some pencils. That's the deal. We've decided if you say something wrong or have like a wrong stat or something, you have to roll pencils the next week. So
Now, Brad, I used to roll some dice in school. Is that
Not the same.
No, oh, okay.
not the same. That's shooting the craps.
Because oddly, it was in the bathroom where we would shoot the craps. But it was, you see what I'm saying? It was with dice.
Terrible.
It's a great one here on Friday nights.
Hey, we have fun
Brad
here,
and
don't we?
Cody.
Don't we have fun?
Hey, we have a good time.
So that brings Midwest City's record to 2-1. Let's see. I'm trying to find out who they have coming up next week. They won games against Washington and Muskogee, and I'm still trying to pull that up. Live radio, everybody. Live
That
radio.
happens. Still here on the field, few fans scattered out amongst the field. A lot of I noticed in the stands. I don't know if this was homecoming tonight or if they always have marked off seating, but it was like class of 2002 or something. And I'm like, well, that'd be a 15-year reunion. Do they do a 15-year? Do you do I don't know, 20-year? I guess it would help if I actually graduated to have a year to go back to, but no.
You didn't graduate,
No.
Cody. This is news to me.
Oh, I did. I actually saw my principal. I went to go vote, and him and his wife do the voting polling place. And I had Grace with me, my wonderful daughter, and my principal was also my stepmom's boss at one time, and of course, Grace was a big fan of her Nana. So I was like, "Hey, this was Nana's boss," and of course, my former principal, because I said, "This is my old principal," and he's like, "I'm not old, I'm your former principal," and he's like, "And I wouldn't have been for too long." Because I tried to throw your dad out after the first 2 days of school or something like that. I'm just like, man, not even holding it back to tell my kid what a great person I was, or what a studious achiever I was. No, I tried to kick him out of school. That's what she did. He told her. Oh, Papa Quinn. He ended up becoming a realtor, and I bought a house with him. So,
nice.
I figure if you didn't kick me out of school, I owed him one.
Well, Midwest City does go play Lawton. In Lawton next week, so they'll be playing them 7 p.m. kickoff. And then, like I say, Del City takes on Altus next week, and that will be a home game in Del City.
Yeah.
So we'll be here for that. Hopefully, we'll have some better internet connectivity.
We'll have to get the internet technicality guy over there, the technological.
Well, I think everything will work in Del City. I just don't think that it was squared away here in Midwest City.
Well, you know what? We
it was supposed
heard the IT guy couldn't find the stadium.
Yeah, well, that's... Tonight's game made possible by the city of Del City High School, the American Broadcasting School, Red Line Jiu-Jitsu, Nightfall Haunted Territory, and Gregory Sporting Goods. Eagles football right here on Cox Channel 20, K-Del, and streaming live on the ABS Facebook page, the Eagle Vision, Del City Eagle Vision Facebook page, and you can follow us at DC Eagle Vision on Twitter. For Bobby Thompson, Keith Thompson, Cody Sparks, I'm Brad Reed. We will see you again next Friday for Del City and Altus. Join us. All right? Have a good week.